In 2023, McKinsey said AI would wipe out 300 million jobs. Goldman Sachs, they said the same thing. So did the World Economic Forum. So did every person on LinkedIn who hadn't posted since 2019. The message, it was simple. AI is coming for your job. Learn to code, learn something, fast. Here's the problem with that story though. It's not really what's happening. And what is happening is worse. This is Barely Human Labs. We experiment on modern life in the age of AI so that you don't have to. And today we're looking at the AI job myth and 3 things companies are actually doing instead. Because here's what the think tanks buried at the bottom of those reports. Most companies, they're not replacing workers with AI. They're doing something quieter, something that's just harder to see, and something that's far more profitable. They're using AI as cover. 3 mechanisms, each one that's just worse than the last. Let's go. First, why does the robots take your job story spread so easily? Well, because it's simple. It's visual. Robot walks in, human walks out. Done. We've seen that movie 100 times. The real story is nothing like that movie. The real story happens in spreadsheets. It happens in hiring plans, in org charts no one shows you. A job doesn't, just disappear overnight. It gets quietly stretched across 2 other people. A role doesn't get cut. It just never gets filled again when someone leaves. And there's nothing to film, nothing to protest outside of. And here's the part that should bother you. The companies using AI have every reason to keep the robot story alive. Because if the villain is a robot, then nobody knows who to blame. The moment the real story gets told, executives are using AI to get more work out of fewer people for the same pay. That story has faces in it. So, 3 mechanisms. Let's actually tell that story. Mechanism 1, attrition by algorithm. Let's go back to 2024. Tech companies cut 200,000 jobs from their 2022 peak. Big news, big speeches about efficiency. But here's the part they left out. Most of those jobs, they were never refilled. And it's not because the work went away. The work was still there. The AI handled some of it. The people who stayed, they handled the rest. No extra pay, no announcement, no headlines. Like your colleague quits, the company shrugs, routes their task through an AI tool. Tool handles 60%. The rest lands on your desk. Nobody fired you. Nobody fired anyone. But somehow there are fewer people and the same amount of work. It's just spread thinner. That's attrition by algorithm. So between 2022 and 2024, job openings in business and professional services, they dropped by 800,000. And it's not because companies needed less work done, because they decided they could do the same work with just fewer people. No redundancy, no payout, no protest. It just stops existing. And listen, because this is the clever part, Nothing illegal happened. Nothing even unusual actually happened. Someone quit and a company decided not to hire. That's it. That's the whole mechanism. A 2024 Gallup survey found that 44% of workers said their workload felt unmanageable. And that's not a coincidence. That's where the missing jobs went. They didn't disappear. They got distributed quietly across everyone who hadn't quit yet. Mechanism 2, the productivity trap. So here's a number. In 2024, US workers' productivity went up by 2.5%. Here's another number. Real wages went up by 1.2%. That gap, it didn't vanish. It went somewhere, right? So corporate profit margins hit a 70-year high in 2023. That's where it went. Here's how the trap works. So your company buys a set of AI tools, so Copilot, some Salesforce thing, whatever the consultant put in the slide deck. The tools make you 20% faster. Sounds good. But here's what happens next, okay? Your manager, who read the same McKinsey report, now your manager expects 30% more output from the same team. Same salaries, tighter deadlines. You didn't get a bonus for being faster. You got a new target. And think about it like this, okay? Someone invents a faster shovel, hands it to a ditch digger, then tells them to dig twice as many ditches. Same wage, just more ditches. This has a name in economics. It's called the productivity wage divergence. So since 1979, US productivity grew by 64%. Pay grew by 17%. AI didn't create that gap, but it is making it bigger, faster. And here's the thing nobody says in the all-staff meeting. This is working exactly as planned. The tools, they cost money, right? The extra output is free because the workers are the ones producing it. On the same salary, with a new quota and a smile from HR. You got a faster shovel, but they got the extra ditches. Mechanism 3. And this is the one that should really bother you, okay? AI makes mistakes. Everyone knows it. Every AI system gets things wrong sometimes. Amazon's hiring AI discriminated against women. HireVue got sued. LinkedIn's system got audited for bias. This isn't rare. I mean, it's actually expected. So here's the real reason, okay? When the AI gets something badly wrong, who takes the blame? Spoiler, not the AI. Here's the pattern. Company buys an AI tool to help make decisions. Tool spits out a recommendation. You look at it, you approve it. Tool was wrong. A real person gets hurt, denied a loan, fired, rejected from housing, or whatever. Who approved it? You did. The company now has paperwork showing a human was involved. The AI vendor has a legal agreement saying they're not responsible for what you do with their tool. And you have a performance review about why you didn't catch the mistake. This is called human in the loop as a legal shield. It sounds like a safety feature, but listen, it is not a safety feature. It's honestly just a way to move legal risk off the company and onto, you. In Europe, new AI laws are trying to fix this. In the US, there's nothing. There's no rules, no framework, literally no protection. Which means right now, in most American workplaces, this is what your job actually is. You're the person who gets blamed when the machine is wrong. You didn't build it. You can't fully understand it. You're not paid more to watch it. But when it cuts the wrong thing, you're the surgeon standing next to it. Okay, so what's actually happening? It's not a robot taking your desk. It's 3 quieter things. 1, your team gets smaller every time someone leaves. AI fills part of the gap. Yeah, and you fill the rest. Nobody announces it. And 2, you get more productive. The gains go up the chain, your pay doesn't follow. 3, AI makes the calls. You sign off. You own whatever goes wrong. The question was never, will AI replace your job? The real question is this: who wins when you work more, cost the same, and carry more risk? It's not you. The AI job apocalypse is real, okay? It just doesn't look like the movies. It looks like a hiring freeze, like a productivity quota, a liability clause on page 34 of your contract. And the person who wrote that contract? Still sipping coffee. Chart still going up. This is Barely Human Labs. Subscribe, because there's always a next disaster. And we'll see it coming before it sees you.